Thế bố mẹ con làm gì?
Con chỉ có mẹ thôi bác ạ. Mẹ con thì lấy chồng 2 rồi. Con thì cũng ở một mình ở bên đấy rồi.
Khổ quá nhỉ, thương cháu quá. Thì lát nữa xong thì lên nhà bà chơi nhá.
Vâng. Nhà bà có ở gần đây không bà?
Có mà, ở gần đây thôi, tí lên cho biết nhà biết cửa.
Vâng vâng.
Có mỗi mình bà ở nhà mấy năm đây rồi.
À.
Cháu vào đây.
Vâng ạ.
Đây, vào nhà bà ở đây này.
À.
Đây. Các cháu nó đi làm rồi nó để lại cái nhà này ấy.
À vâng.
Thế thì bà cũng thấy thương cháu quá. Bây giờ thì nếu mà cháu không chê á thì cháu cứ vào đây ở nhá. Này xem nhà đi. Đây.
Vâng.
Nó không đẹp đâu. Ở dân tộc này nó chỉ có nhà sàn đấy thôi, nó xấu xấu thôi nhưng mà ở tạm cũng được.
Vâng.
Thế thì cháu cứ lên đi. Thế cái đồi này nếu mà cháu đến ở á thì bà cho cháu nhá.
Vâng.
Cháu chăm sóc nhá.
Vâng.
The summer sun rises gently over the horizon in Ben Kim, its warm golden beams spreading across the expansive rice fields, transforming the scenery into a radiant blend of emerald and amber. Ly Tieu Nu steps into the crisp morning air, enveloped by the rich, aromatic fragrance of mature rice. "Hi everyone. Wishing you all a great day," she exclaims into her phone, her voice brimming with enthusiasm as she starts filming for her followers. It's harvest time, and today I'm diving into village life to assist with the rice harvest. Join me on this adventure. Wearing a plain cotton shirt and a broad hat to protect her from the climbing sun, she walks with determination toward a lively group of farmers, their skilled hands expertly handling sickles. The field awakens with energy. Older men and women in colorful traditional clothes move with graceful rhythm, children dart playfully between the rows, and the steady swish of blades cutting through golden stalks creates a calming rhythm. Tieu Nu hesitates, adjusting her hold on the sickle as she observes the experienced farmer's smooth techniques. Taking a deep breath to steady herself, she starts cutting, her confidence building with each stroke. She collects the stalks into tidy bundles, her fingers agile despite the morning mist clinging to her skin, leaving a delicate sheen. Around her, the community works in unison. Grandmothers with weathered faces share cheerful laughter, their voices merging with the local dialect that echoes her own roots. "This rice is the lifeblood of our earth, the pulse of our existence," an elderly woman whispers, pausing to dab sweat from her forehead with a rough hand. Tieu Nu returns a kind smile, arranging her bundles with meticulous care. "Ba, feeling tired yet?" she asks an elder nearby, her voice tender and caring. "Oh, so tired, child, look at all this sweat." The woman laughs, fanning herself with a makeshift leaf. Tieu Nu nods with empathy. "Take a break, Ba. I'll handle this row to lighten your load." The scene transforms into a vibrant picture of rural tradition, alive with spirit and culture. Kids weave through the rows, chuckling as they toss small rice bundles at each other, their giggles harmonizing with the swaying fields. Tieu Nu pauses, her eyes softening as childhood memories of playing in these fields resurface, now laced with a tender sadness that stirs her heart. She joins in tying the bundles with strong twine, her muscles tensing as she lifts a heavy load onto her shoulder, a sign of her growing resilience. The farmers move as one, their coordinated steps transporting the harvest to the field's boundary, where tall stacks rise under the ascending sun, a tribute to their hard work. An old man in a conical hat shifts his burden with a grunt, joking, "These youngsters make it seem effortless." Tieu Nu smiles, her tone upbeat. "It's all about working together. Ong we flourish as a team. The air hums with their conversation, a vibrant mix of local languages and shared fatigue, forging an unshakable connection among them. As the sun climbs higher, casting long speckled shadows over the paddies, Tieu Nu wipes her brow with her hand, her phone recording the lively scene in vivid detail. Farmers stoop over the rows, their outlines set against the vast green, while children play chase around the stacks, their happiness contagious. In the distance, stilt houses rest on gentle slopes, their straw roofs a quiet homage to bygone eras, enduring through time. A young boy trips, scattering rice across the wet ground, and Tieu Nu hurries to help, her laughter blending with his shy giggles as she gathers the spilled stalks. "Watch your step, little one," she teases warmly, handing him a neatly tied bundle. The elders nod with approval, their eyes sparkling with pride as they see her integrate effortlessly into their flow, her presence a valued part of their effort. Tieu Nu's mind wanders to her own trials as she works, the recent floods that devastated her home flashing like a grim shadow, fields drowned in murky water, her house on the verge of ruin, a fragile echo of loss. Yet here, encircled by this close community, a spark of hope kindles within her, lifting her spirits. She exchanges a nod with a young girl carrying a woven basket, who grins widely, brightening her face. The elderly woman from before returns, offering Tieu Nu a drink of cool water from a clay pot, the refreshment a welcome relief from the heat. "You fit in so naturally, child," she says, her voice hoarse but gentle, filled with respect. Tieu Nu thanks her with a heartfelt smile, feeling a deep bond. The sun blazes overhead, but the companionship and shared goal propel her forward, each bundle a step toward mending her broken life. As she secures another stack with steady hands, a distant rooster calls, marking the day's advance, and she admires the steadfast spirit of this rural sanctuary, where resilience thrives like the rice beneath her feet. The afternoon grows late, and Tieu Nu pauses to rest, settling on a small hill to overlook the field. A young boy approaches, shyly presenting her with wildflowers he gathered, his timid smile warming her heart. She accepts with a chuckle, tucking them into her hat, a small memento of the day's happiness. The elders persist in their tasks, their voices lifting in a gentle melody, a traditional song celebrating the land's abundance and the people's endurance. Tieu Nu joins in, her voice tentative at first but gaining strength, harmonizing with theirs across the fields. A farmer nearby recounts tales of past harvests, his words sketching images of plenty and struggle, and Tieu Nu listens closely, her admiration for their lifestyle growing. The stacks rise higher, a symbol of their joint labor, and she feels a sense of belonging unfamiliar for months, a soothing remedy for her troubled soul. The afternoon light streams through the window of Truong's cozy home office, illuminating the scattered blueprints and notes on his desk. The phone interrupts the stillness with a ring, and he answers it promptly. "Hello, Truong speaking," he says steadily. "Yes, it's me," an architect's voice replies from the other end. I'm updating the design you requested earlier," the colleague says, focused. Truong leans forward, nodding silently. "Great, keep at it. Send it to me for review when you're finished," he directs. The architect pauses, the sound of flipping pages in the background. Okay, I'm adjusting the cross-sections. Should we include all the steel dimension details?" Truong picks up a pencil and doodles lightly. "Yes, exactly. Send it over when it's ready for me to look at. The architect laughs softly. Okay. I'll get it to you soon. Okay, see you. The call ends and Truong places the phone down, his thoughts drifting to the next step. He opens his laptop, browsing for garden home ideas, murmuring, "Let's find some house designs for Tieu Nu." His gaze lands on a model with raised floors and solid construction. "This one's pretty, wonder if she'll approve," he thinks aloud, saving the file. "I'll share it with Tieu Nu when she returns," he resolves, making a mental note for later. The room settles into silence as he studies the design, envisioning it as a secure retreat for her. Later, Truong calls his mother, the phone ringing with a familiar chime. "Hi, it's Mom. Hello, son," she answers, her voice weary yet loving. Mom. Truong grets varmly. "Are you still at work or back resting, Mom?" he asks. "Oh, I just returned from the office, son. I'm in the lounge now," she replies. Okay, so are you at the workplace now?" she questions. "No, I'm at home, Mom," Truong responds. "Oh, all right. Okay. How's your work going lately, son?" she inquires. "My village work's been steady. I'm looking into a new job too. It's a different field, so I've got a lot to learn," he explains. "How are Tieu Nu and Due doing recently? Are they well?" she asks. "They're okay, Mom. But we had a massive flood the other day," Truong reveals. "Yes, the flood wrecked Tieu Nu's house entirely, Mom," he continues. "Oh no, is everyone all right? Are Tieu Nu and her boys safe?" she exclaims. "Thankfully, Tieu Nu and Due are fine. It's just the house, crops, and poultry that were carried off by the flood, quite a bit, Mom," Truong assures. "Oh dear, poor souls, so it took everything again." "Yes, did it sweep the house away, son?" she asks, concerned. "The house is still standing, but it's lopsided and unlivable now, Mom," he clarifies. "Oh, so it fell apart, huh? Poor them. Where are Tieu Nu and her son staying now?" she wonders. "They're staying with me now, Mom," Truong admits. "Oh, I see. Okay, that's good. Let them stay with you," she says with relief. Okay, but talk to Tieu Nu about building a new house elsewhere, son. A different spot would be safer. Look for land nearby. Ask around if there's any for sale, then get a plot to build for Tieu Nu. I'm really uneasy about her being near the stream," she advises. Okay, I got Kin to help the other day, Mom. Remember Kin?" Truong recalls. Yes, I do," she confirms. "Yes, Kin redesigned a dike around Tieu Nu's place." "Oh, really?" she responds. "Yes, that area should be flood-proof now, Mom," he explains. "But I'm still worried a big flood might breach it. Could it, son?" she frets. "Based on the plans, it shouldn't, since the dike is 3 meters above the stream, so it should hold, Mom," he reassures. "Well, make it strong if you build. Maybe use wood this time instead of bamboo. It'll last longer," she suggests. "Yes. I'll have the workers set the posts deep in the ground, deep down for stability, Mom," Truong plans. Okay. Or should they use concrete posts?" she proposes. "Concrete could work," he agrees, and the discussion moves forward with ideas for a sturdier home. The late afternoon sun casts a warm, golden hue over the fields, its rays flickering across the almost harvested rows as Tieu Nu joins the tired yet resolute workers. "Bah! How much rice is left to collect before we finish?" Tieu Nu asks, her voice tinged with curiosity and the weariness of a long day. Addressing an elderly woman nearby, her frame bent but sturdy. The woman rises slowly, brushing her hands on her worn apron. A subtle smile on her face. Still some to go, but we're nearly done, just a few more rows, she replies, her tone kind yet fatigued. Tieu Nu inhales deeply, bracing herself as she shares her own story of hardship. My fields were overtaken by floods, I lost everything. My house fell apart too, leaving me with nothing. The old woman's face furrows with concern, her eyes showing compassion. Oh child, that's a tough load to carry. Where are you staying to find some calm? With a friend for now, Tieu Nu answers, her voice heavy with loss, a shadow passing over her. The woman tuts sympathetically, shaking her head. Poor dear. Here we don't face floods, just the constant labor of the land. What about your family to support you? Tieu Nu looks down, her words soft and sad. Just my mother, she remarried long ago. I'm raising my 2-year-old son alone with no one else. The woman exhales deeply, her breath a quiet sigh. What a difficult path you tread. And your husband, where is he now? He left years ago, maybe remarried and moved on. Tieu Nu whispers, barely audible. The elderly woman reaches into the deep pocket of her faded jacket, pulling out a small worn pouch of betel nut, offering it with a gentle, welcoming smile. This keeps me company at night. I can't sleep with the quiet pressing in, she explains, placing a piece in her mouth with practiced ease. Tieu Nu takes it with a nod, tasting the sharp bitterness as it spreads. That must help the lonely times pass, she says kindly, her voice gentle. The woman chuckles, her eyes glinting with a touch of playfulness. Addicted now, I guess. I'm 60, still working. No choice but to keep going. Tieu Nu nods, a faint smile appearing as she recalls her own challenges. I carried my son to the fields when he was small. No one could watch him while I worked. The woman's expression softens, her gaze full of empathy. Single mothers bear the weight of the world. It's a hard life, full of giving. She pauses, then adds thoughtfully, come to my home later, see my little haven and take a rest. Tieu Nu's face brightens, her mood lifting a bit. I'd be happy to visit and explore your space. As the final bundles are gathered with careful hands, the sun sinking lower, Tieu Nu follows the woman to a stilt house tucked among the rolling hills, its thatched roof merging with the natural surroundings, a quiet guardian of heritage. This is my home, simple as it is, the woman says, gesturing with quiet pride, her voice carrying a hint of joy. I live alone. My children work far off, leaving me to care for it. Tieu Nu enters, her eyes adjusting to the dim light as she notices the modest kitchen with its clay stove, a faint wood smoke aroma lingering. The woman continues, her words deliberate. If you're not too proud, stay with me. When you build your own, I'll move out and let you have this. Tieu Nu pauses, thinking of her current stay with a friend, the uncertainty of her future weighing on her. I'm with a friend now, but I might come back if needed. The woman insists, her voice sincere and inviting. Whenever you're ready, stay. I'd love the company to fill these quiet days. They step into the cooling evening breeze, and the woman guides her to a small fertile patch against the hillside. This hill is mine, tend it, and it's yours to cultivate, she offers, her gaze firm and steady. Tieu Nu's eyes widen in surprise, her breath catching. Really? You'd give it to me? The woman nods with a peaceful smile. Care for it twice a year, In 5 or 6 years, you can reap its harvest. Tieu Nu, deeply touched, presses her hands together, her voice shaking with gratitude. I've just met you, but your generosity moves me. I'm so thankful for this opportunity. The woman smiles warmly, her eyes crinkling. Bring your son to share this. Help me with the next harvest next week, and we'll work together. Tieu Nu nods firmly, her determination strengthening. I will happily, and will make it special. As they part under the dimming light, the woman's kind offer shines like a ray of hope, a lifeline in the turbulent sea of Tieu Nu's struggles. The fields extend into the distance, their golden ripples promising renewal and growth. Tieu Nu walks away, her heart lighter with each step, the burden of her past eased by the chance for a new start rooted in this unexpected gift. The sun slips below the horizon, painting the sky with bold strokes of orange, purple, and pink, as she carries the woman's kindness with her, a seed of potential sprouting in her spirit. A soft wind rustles the foliage and she turns to glance back, the stilt house a silhouette against the dusk, a symbol of hope she now dares to embrace.
If I needed anything. To my surprise, I said, yes, if you know anyone here who is a recent widow or widower, I would appreciate talking to her or him. Again, to my surprise, she told me about Phyllis, a spouse health director who had lost her husband several months before. I invited Phyllis to have lunch with me the next day, and we quickly established some common ground. We were about 10 years apart in age, but she had also been with her husband for about 50 years. She talked of how they met and what their life had been like. And I could tell by her stories and the warmth of her tone of voice that she, too, had a happy marriage. Then it was my turn, and all I could do was cry as I told the story of my own husband's battle with cancer and chronic pain. As unquote, I'm used to asking people what they have learned from their experiences, so it was natural for me to ask her for advice on what happened her deal with the